What's up, guys? Got a video here for you, finally. I've been waiting for this package for a little while, and I'm very, very glad that it finally came in. So, I ordered a package from one of my dear friends, probably the best friend I've ever made off of doing this kind of YouTube stuff, Hugh Morgan. For those of you who don't know who Hugh is, he used to make collection videos like I do, but with a different collection, obviously. He's a good friend of mine, and I went on his discogs. He told me he was selling some stuff, and I went through and looked through his for sale, and this is the package I got from that. So I'm not going to waste any time because there's a couple albums I'll probably yak a little too long about in here, so I'm excited to get into it. What we're listening to is the first album that I'm going to show. So what we're listening to is more than likely my favorite thing out of this whole package here. It's a band called Northern Oak. They're from England. Really, really awesome, kind of folk metal with the tinges of black metal. It's really, really, really good. This is so slept on. I do not understand why I've never heard anybody speak about this band. This is their last record. They broke up, I think it was 2016 or 2014. This came out in 2014, and I think they broke up in 2016. So this is more of like a blind buy for me. I didn't know it beforehand. So I looked it up in the Metal Archives because I really liked this awesome album cover. And they were described as medieval folk metal, which is, enticing for me to say the least. Check out this gorgeous inside cover. The CD art is just a little close-up of this tree with the logo and stuff on it. But yeah, and then the tag on Discogs itself said that it's black metal, folk metal, kind of mixed together, and I'm about that kind of thing. There's these really awesome keyboard portions. You could probably hear it in the background right now. Definitely 1000% go listen to this. I looked it up on the Metal Archives again, and it's a similar artist to Obsequii, and there's one other band I don't remember the name of, but I know you guys get hard-ons about Obsequii, so definitely go listen to this because it's dynamite. Next, I got a thrash metal band, also from the UK, but this time they're from Ireland. This is Gamma Bomb with their album Tales from the Grave in Space. This is their third record. I don't remember what year, 2009, out on Earache. This is like that goofy fun thrash that was really hot in the 2000s, or the late 2000s, early 20-teens. Yeah, that kind of goofball thrash, the Municipal Waste kind of sound. It's just fun and jumpy, kind of drunkard party thrash. They're really, really awesome. I really like Gamma Bomb. The vocals are something to get used to. I really like this. It's really cool. There's that. That's the other art for the half cut. I don't remember what half cut is exactly, but definitely go check out Gamma Bomb if you guys haven't heard it, if you're into that kind of thing. Next is another band I'm particularly fond of. This is Revolution by Hammerfall. 2014 release on a Nuclear Blast. I'm an enormous fan of Hammerfall. This is my style of stuff, especially the past year or so. Gorgeous cover art, or inside cover art. Just the front cover is the CD itself. You guys have heard Hammerfall before. These are them themselves. There's not too much I could really say about this band because honestly, I have a hunch all y'all have heard it before. So I'm just gonna roll with it into the next one here. But yeah, definitely if you haven't listened to Hammerfall and you like classic heavy metal, power metal, speed metal, get on that. Next, something that was also a blind buy for me, and it is a plethora of dorkitude. Yes, a beacon of nerdiness, which is also my thing. This is Rapture by the band Dragonlord. They're a San Francisco-based symphonic black metal band. Their genre tag on the Metal Archives is symphonic black thrash metal. which I could definitely see. And I was looking through a couple reviews on there of what some people thought, and I heard the claim that this band is kind of a mixture of Dimmu Borgir and Testament, which is hilarious because that's pretty much it. I would definitely probably say it's a little more early Cradle of Filthy, especially in the vocals. There's definitely some heavy Cradle of Filth love on the vocals, and there's definitely some Chuck Billy love. It's really, really cool, though. It's definitely not gonna get, eternal plays. It's not gonna, be on the player every other week or anything. But it's definitely cool to have, and I get in these symphonic black metal moods pretty regularly, I'd say. So this is really good to have. Next is a band called Wolf from Sweden. Also, if you order from Hugh on Discogs, I'm going to link it in the description, obviously. Definitely go check out his stock because he has quite a few awesome things left on there. I think he still has a couple hundred releases on there, if I remember right. I might be a little wrong. But yeah, he sends them to you in these beautiful little digipack plastic sleeves, which is a gorgeous, gorgeous thing. This should just be stock. Hype sticker on there. This is their, I don't remember which album this is. I think it's their fifth or sixth album. Yeah, it's just classic heavy metal, man. It's good stuff. It's that kind of new wave traditional metal style thing that's going on nowadays. It's 2014 is when it came out. Definitely go check this out if you haven't. But again, I feel like this is a band everybody has at least heard a little bit of. I could definitely draw similarities to them in like Serath Ungol. The Metal Archive says Iron Maiden. I'm not hearing it nearly as much as I guess some other people, but nonetheless, not to take away from it whatsoever. Top shelf. Next, one of my favorite bands ever. Just filling in collection pieces. Heritage by Opeth. Brilliant record. Their first album as a departure from metal, or at least from death metal. There's quite a few videos on YouTube of them playing songs like The Devil's Orchard, the song itself, Heritage, The Lines in My Hand, Marrow of the Earth. Come on now. It's just a great kind of prog rock, prog metal album. That's really all I can say. If you like Opeth, you do. If you don't, you don't. There's nothing beyond that I can tell you. Next is a great thing that I picked up from you. I didn't even know he was selling this. I didn't even know he was selling this up until he sent me the link. He sent me a link to this on Snapchat, I don't know, maybe a month ago before I tried to buy this, and I liked it a lot. It was really good. This is like a band. This is a band called Thrust. They're originally from Chicago, and then they moved to LA later on in the career. And this is their first album, which is Fist Held High, and then one of their newer albums, which is Reincarnation. I think it was the Return album, obviously, which would make good sense. It's a 2-disc set. Looks really good. I love that if you're going to do these 2-disc sets, you do it like this. Beautiful. Jewel cases. So if you look these guys up on the Metal Archives, it's traditional metal, obviously. It's just classic heavy metal. I mean, look at these fellas. Come on now. What would you expect to come out of these boys? But yeah, if you looked on the Metal Archives and saw their lyrical themes, one of them is killing posers. So if that's any connotation as to what you think the music will sound like, and you're into that kind of thing, definitely go get into this record because they're back. So I see no reason not to love it. I understand it's a little cheesy for the taste of some, but frankly, I'm all about some cheese. So yeah, Thrust. Next is the one CD I didn't actually order, but he sent it to me anyway because over the past few years we've had multiple conversations about this band, and I've just never gotten around to picking stuff up. So this is the last record by the band Gast. Gast is a band from Wales. This is the album for 2014, Dread, Doom, Ruin. It's classified as Black Doom. It's definitely emotive, definitely spooky sounding, and definitely something I would highly recommend to all you, old school black metal fans. It's got a real thick sound. I can't properly describe the way it sounds, other than I think thick is a bad way of saying it. Either way, definitely go listen to Gast. I'm really glad to finally have some of it in the collection. It's the kind of thing I've been needing. So I'm just going to call it on that one. Also, another beautiful sleeve. And this is another CD I picked up. This is a band from Pennsylvania here in the States. This is Winterfell, The Veil of Summer. You guys probably are fully aware by now that I am a full-on power metal guy at this point, and I just try to look for stuff that I think sounds really good and isn't just entry-level stuff, and these guys fit the bill. I actually think it's guys and girls. I don't remember. Either way, top shelf stuff. It's kind of the progressive-y power metal sound that's a little bit less, straightforward, like Rhapsody and the keyboards and cheese and all that kind of fun stuff. But it's a really, really cool album. I love the album cover with the night kind of off in the distance. This kind of looks like the plains outside of Whiterun and Skyrim, which is also a thing that I'm about. A couple nice pictures in there. I'm a big fan of the whole aesthetic of this album. It's simple, and it looks classic, and I was wrong, it's all men. So, whatever, that doesn't matter to me whatsoever, but nonetheless, it is a great record. Definitely go check this out if you're into that kind of iced earth, kind of proggy, not straight up power metal sound. Next, a band that I think is super fun. Diggery by Cauldron Black Ram. This band doesn't really seem to get that much attention for whatever reason, but it's all those guys who are in all those Australian bands that Hell's Headbangers puts out stuff from. It's literally Pro Fanatica about pirates, which is immensely refreshing considering the anti-Christian thing is, pretty overdone, I would say. You could probably crap out your truck window and hate a band that has some blasphemous lyrics. But pirates, not nearly enough pirate-themed bands. We got Ailstorm, we got Running Wild, we got, there's a couple other ones, but Swashbuckle. Keep coming with the pirates, guys. So, Cauldron Black Ram, if you like Pro Fanatica or Grand Belial's Key or any of that kind of aggressive Black Death sound, get down with this stuff because it's great. Last one for the day. This is a band called Elvenstorm. They're from France. This is their first record from 2011. Put out on Inferno Records. I didn't even know it came with a patch because I'm stupid and never read descriptions. This is like classic heavy metal and speed metal. It's female fronted. This chick wails, which is awesome. Big fan of this one, and it kind of draws similarities to stuff like Gravedigger or Running Wild, any bands like that, specifically Running Wild as well. Those flutes. I'm about some flutes too. There's been some serious summoning parts in this record too, so if that sounds interesting to you, definitely check it out. I can't stress it enough. Northern Oak. Go give these guys some love. They're broke up and all, but whatever. So yeah. Elvenstorm. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll be back with another one. As you can see, I got a couple CDs up there to show in another collection update. Waiting on one package. Should be here by Monday, so hopefully after then I'll have a video for you. So keep it greasy, guys.